It is a privilege to stand before you today to bring opening remarks relative to the town's budget 2025 under the theme Building a Clean, Healthy, and Prosperous Town for All. This theme, sessional chairperson, is more than just a statement of ideas. It's a commitment to the future of New Amsterdam. A commitment to creating a town where every resident, business, and family can strive in a healthy and sustainable environment. Sessional chairperson, building a green and sustainable New Amsterdam. As the world changes, it therefore necessitates us as citizens adopting practices that are geared to protect our natural resources and environment. Our town will prioritize sustainable initiatives to conserve energy, reduce pollution, and preserve our green spaces, such as the Esplanade Park, the Boar Mine Ground, just to name a few green spaces that falls within the ambit of our beautiful town of New Amsterdam. In this year's budget, speaks to the vision and aspirations of the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam. This coming year, 2025, the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam will endeavor to expand, or rather to enact, our solar energy installation on the municipal building or buildings, reducing energy costs and lowering our carbon footprint. Sessional chair, planting of additional trees and creating more green spaces for the enjoyment of residents and visitors. Promoting community gardening programs. Sessional chair, this is where in the coming year these initiatives will be worked through collaboration with the various entities and stakeholders. For example, promoting gardening programs in schools and neighborhoods, which will educate our young people on the importance of sustainable agriculture. And this is where we want to encourage every household to have a kitchen garden. One, it will endeavor to cushion the economic challenges. Two, by virtue of adopting this project, citizens will ensure that they're consuming fully organic products. With these initiatives, New Amsterdam will continue to lead the way in environmental responsibility, creating a cleaner, greener town for generations to come. Madam Chair, a cleaner town for all. Cleanliness is the foundation of a healthy community. This budget includes funding for improved waste management, which will ensure that our streets, parks, and neighborhoods are clean and welcoming. This is where we will open avenues again to collaborate with interested agencies to board more recycling, to board recycling plants, as a matter of fact. I know for sure Grace Temple, Assemblies of God Church, they would have embarked on such a project, and the success stories behind that project is very much evident as we speak. So we will be working many more of these initiatives. Enhanced waste collection and disposal services. This will include regular street cleaning and litter removal. This is not new. This year, the municipality would have made a conscious effort to improve in its solid waste collection. Moving forward in 2025, we will be heightening our campaign against littering. Also, we wish to encourage the establishment of more recycling centers and education programs to encourage recycling and waste reduction. Community cleanup events to foster a sense of pride and responsibility in our shared spaces. Sessional Chair, by investing in a cleaner New Amsterdam, we are investing in a town where every resident feels proud and engaged in keeping our environment beautiful. Promoting health and well-being. This year's budget theme speaks to a healthy and prosperous town for all. Our health is our wealth. A healthy community is the foundation of a prosperous one. This budget prioritizes public health. And this is where we will consciously engage the various departments of health, be it our health centers, the New Amsterdam Hospital, to ensure all residents have access to essential medical care. As we know, the budgeting for healthcare falls under the purview of the government of Guyana. However, since these facilities fall within the township of New Amsterdam, we will be engaging our health partners just to ensure we have improved health services within this town of New Amsterdam. Previously, we would have seen a disconnect with the various government agencies within the slum of New Amsterdam, sessional chairperson, it is very much imperative for us to bridge those gaps. Enhancement of our recreational facilities, such as our parks and exercising areas, which will promote active lifestyle. For this reason, we will ensure our parks are better maintained and are well kept. Sessional chair under promoting health and well-being. Mental health in this town of New Amsterdam seems to be a grave issue. Hence, mental health support programs. We will also be collaborating with the Department of Public Health and all NGOs to bring a better awareness on the importance of mental health and how we can assist citizens to cope with these various challenges. Mental health support programs sessional chairperson, which will provide resources and counseling to individuals and families in need. We are committed to making New Amsterdam a place where residents of all ages can strive physically, mentally, and socially, building a prosperous economy. Sessional chair, the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam, we do embrace commerce and development. We are not by any means opposing to the commerce industry, the business community. As a matter of fact, we are encouraging investors to come to this slum of New Amsterdam, where the Mayor and Town Council, we will be working with these investors, which ultimately will see mutual benefits on both the investors and citizens of this slum of New Amsterdam. When we talk of job opportunities, it is true investors coming to this slum of New Amsterdam to invest. Job opportunities will be made readily available. A prosperous slum is one that provides opportunity for all. This budget supports a growing and inclusive economy through initiatives aimed at 1. Supporting local businesses and entrepreneurs. We do encourage our young people to capitalize on vocational training and job creation opportunities, focusing on skills that meet the demands of modern industry. Sessional chairperson, it is not out of any cater desire that the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam collaborate with the New Amsterdam Technical Institute and to lend that support whenever the need arises. Upgrading our infrastructure. Sessional chairperson, I cannot help but to highlight the travesty of governmental organizations failing to honor their tax obligations. As we present our budget 2025 sessional chairperson, we have government buildings being erected within this slum of New Amsterdam. Many buildings are being erected at the New Amsterdam Prison Service. Was protocol followed? Sessional chairperson, this is the harsh reality. While the mayor and town council budget annually based on expected revenues to be collected, the mayor and town council is being met with the services coming from some of these government agencies. Sessional chairperson, we will continue to be vocal on these very issues. Why? In order for us to provide these services, it calls for finances. If we're to embark on the drainage project, sessional chairpersons, these very revenues that we are expected to collect or be in receipt thereof goes to that budgetary sum to pay our staff, to ensure we maintain our machineries and equipment and other infrastructure. Therefore, these agencies failing to honor their obligations place the mayor and town council of New Amsterdam in a vulnerable position, especially when it comes to the remuneration package of our staff. Every year, we seek to raise the remuneration package for every staff here at the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam, who in my view are the most important stakeholders when it comes to service delivery. Sessional chairperson, for how long will we be able to endure these disservices? Hence, every revenue, it is very important. They are important when it comes to service delivery. Notwithstanding the maintenance of our interlock drains, in order for us to be efficient, we need the resources to ensure workers are fully geared and equipped with the necessary gears and equipments to carry out these duties and responsibilities in the name of service. Sessional chairperson, under building a prosperous economy, we at the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam support every economic activity within this town of New Amsterdam, while we endeavor to attract new businesses to our town. We also will continue to support educational programs, particularly our youth, so they are equipped to participate in a thriving economy and build a successful future here in New Amsterdam. Sessional chairperson, as I conclude, this budget is a roadmap to a town that is clean, healthy, and prosperous. It represents a collective effort toward making New Amsterdam a model for sustainable living and economic activity. Together, we can build a town that we are all proud to call home. A town where each generation has the opportunity to live better than the last. sessional chairperson, let me take this opportunity to extend a depth of gratitude to the hard-working staff in the Treasurer's Department. Ms. Holmes and team, we thank you very much for putting together quite a comprehensive budget. And I must let the general public know, and our online viewers, the Mayor and Town Council's budget is not subsidized by the government in Parliament. We receive a mere subvention of $18 million a year. Perhaps it might be raising in 2025, and for that we're being optimistic. But as far as possible, we take care of our budget. So the sums that you will be previewed to, they are all projected figures. These are not monies in hand. Therefore, I wish to thank the Treasurer's Department once again, and to our hard-working staff, our heads of department, and every worker here at the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam. Long live the Town of New Amsterdam. God bless you all.
Our mayor would have given us the vision of the council broken down in pieces. So I believe the mayor's presentation alone covers everything that we will have to say today. It breaks down the overall vision of the council and details as to what exactly you can look forward to in 2025, to which the budget covers. As the theme of this presentation, building a clean, healthy, and prosperous town for all, meaning that it includes all aspects. Additionally, when we speak of a budget, at home, usually husbands and wives, they would sit based on the income that they receive, and they would budget themselves, well, okay, we will do this, we will do that, because we have to manage whatever's the income that is coming in. Likewise, here at the municipality, by law, we are mandated to prepare a budget. A budget, as you all know, entails income and expenditure. Unfortunately for the municipality, our budget entails what we expect to receive. It is not what we actually have in hand. So based on what we would receive, that is how we will be able to execute. So while the budget is nice and it includes all these things that we would like to do for you, the residents of New Amsterdam, if we do not have the funds, same cannot be realized. So I implore on each and every citizen of New Amsterdam, all the governmental agencies within New Amsterdam, all the other commercial entities within New Amsterdam, to get on board with the council. We can only better serve you once you fulfill your obligations. Your obligation each year will be to ensure that your taxes are paid, so that we could provide a service to make your life comfortable, your life easy, as in the drainage would be clean. So whenever there's rainfall, extra rainfall, high tide, you will not be flooding. Your waste will be able to be picked up on a regular basis, so you won't have an overflow of waste in your yard or even at some business entities, because business entities, some of them, they would collaborate with the council and we would pick up your waste at a fee, of course. So in moving forward 2025, I implore on us all to to do our bits and do our pieces so that we could make the town of New Amsterdam a better place. Congratulations to our hard-working treasurer and team for this budget that has been prepared. All the heads of departments who would have had an input, as well as the mayor and councillors. Without your support, it cannot be realized. Finally, before I close what I have to say, I would also like the public to know if there are questions regarding finances here at the municipality. Just like every other organization, there are structures, right? So you could follow that structure if you have questions, and once that structure is followed, you could receive whatever information you need. Our books are here. You're free to come and have a look. Of course, no pictures or recordings would be allowed. And just for you to know as well, we would have recently been audited, and based on the reports of the from the Auditor General, there's a few minor things that we have to correct, like formulas and things like that. But other than that, our books and our records are in order. So there's nothing that the residents of New Amsterdam have to be worried about. And if you are, you're free to follow procedure. Our records are here for you to ventilate, to have a view. So at any time, feel free to contact our mayor, contact myself. Once the procedures are followed, our books are here to be viewed by anybody. So thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for listening. Our treasurer, she's going to give us a detailed explanation of what is in the budget together with figures, so you'll be able to have a better understanding of what 2025 will look at for the municipality.
My name is Kendra Gomes, the treasurer acting in the treasurer's department. I am pleased to present the 2025 budget to you. This morning, the team for the budget, building a clean, healthy, and prosperous town for all. The concept behind this team is to further enhance the aesthetic of the town of New Amsterdam. Careful thoughts were considered when we were preparing the budget. It is a continuation of the 5th Council desire to see a genuine clean and improved outlook of our town. I am sure all our partners and stakeholders will embrace the 2025 budget. In developing this budget, careful consideration had to be taken into consideration as a town. We are not excluded from the many challenges we are experiencing internally, regionally, and domestically. External and local economic shocks continue to affect the town's ability to provide more than we wish to provide for the citizens of the town. In 2024, the current year, we have experienced a deficit in our budget by 53%, and this is according to the records up to the August of the 2024. This is due to direct inflation and many government agencies which continue to fail to honor their responsibility in paying the taxes and fees of constructions of new buildings. However, the residents continue to shoulder the burden of the town for it to be run on a daily basis. We applaud the citizens who continue to pay the interest and the taxes and honoring all their obligations. Without you, the ordinary people, our services, we thank you for your services. We successfully were able to improve our garbage collection. We are now in the possession of 3 compactor trucks, but we are still saddled with the labor shortage to enhance our collection. This is due to a number of factors, as wages offer competition within the 10 days work. But we are still asking persons to apply for the vacancies. We have laborers available. We will soon be putting out vacancy again as we continue for drivers and so forth in the 2025 budget. We are also catering for those persons to see a substantial amount so that they can be living wages. Now for the 2025 budget, the total sum for the 2025 budget is $243,906,122, which is a decrease from 2024 budget of $50,067,218. The deduction is after careful examination by all heads of department in trying to realize a budget to avoid a budget deficit in the new year. In 2025, we will continue to capitalize more machinery for the maintenance of our critical drainage structure throughout the township. Heavy emphasis will be placed on the interlock drains in the town. Significant drainage work will complete in constituency 1 and 3 and will continue in all other constituencies in the remaining 2024 and 2025. We have also started to work on the carpets to make them more properly kept so that you, the citizen, can be proud of them. This is part of our vision for a clean and healthy town. Budget 2025 will also see investments in an ice machine, improvement in our town hall, and a canteen facility at the Esplanade. We will continue to invest in you, our people. Now, there's a sheet provided to all persons that shows the budgeted sum for the expenditure in the revenue for 2025, which is the figure that I stated for the decrease. It also summarizes the different categories where we're expected to have the different revenues under these categories, which is, for instance, rates and taxes, the market revenue, subvention, the gifts, donation, grant, unpaid wages, and other things. There's also part of the comparison with the income, the categories of income, and the expenditure below that for both 2024 and 2025. There are the council, like many other organizations, face many challenges, but we'll continue to serve you, the residents of New Amsterdam. We continue to thrive in our budget to cater for all citizens, and we thank you very much for paying your taxes. We are hoping to work together for the new year so that we can make some much more than it is. We can improve in all areas. So I thank you very much, and we thank you, the citizen, each citizen, business, regional and central government, so to improve the living standards of all citizens in New Amsterdam. We thank you, those citizens in 2024 for your support and in the new fiscal year. Thank you very much. Any other questions? I think we'll have a question and answer on the budget. Any other questions you have?
This morning, I am very pleased to be part of today's presentation of 2025 budget for that fiscal year. As was alluded by the previous speakers who spoke on the budget and what it entails, I would like to echo similar sentiments. I know when the budget was being prepared, lots of thought was put into its preparation. And what we find in 2025 budget, it's an alignment of the broader goal or the broader expectations based on what the council desired. So what we're seeing is an alignment, a careful alignment of the finance matching the objectives of the council. And it was stated before by His Worship the Mayor that the aesthetics of our town needs to be improved. And once we have a healthy town, it therefore means that life expectancy of the residents who live here would be increased. So I must applaud the Mayor for his insight, his vision, for leading the town in the direction that all citizens would be proud of. And commendation also need to be extended to the Treasury's Department, to the Municipal Treasurer Acting, and our staff for putting together such a budget. Since I'm here since 2016, this year I can boastfully say that this year's budget is one that is best prepared, bearing in mind many of my previous problems that I had with the budget and when it was prepared. This year we are seeing a more realistic budget, whereby at the end of the year, when we look back at this budget, we may not experience the large budget deficit that we experience on a yearly basis. So I must thank the Health Department, who would have relooked at their budget and what is presented for their various departments, and coming up with one that is more realistic. Based on the budget, or looking at the budget, I also saw large sums of money that would be invested in our youth. For example, in terms of parks and playfield, I would have recognized a significant amount of money that is being placed there. 50,176,457,000 that will be placed in terms of ensuring the health and well-being and the investment in health and well-being within our township. So I must applaud you for giving such a huge application towards improving parks and the health and well-being of our residents of this town. Sessional Chair, I must say, despite the challenges that we experience both nationally, regionally, and internationally in terms of the high rate of inflation, the Council still remains resolute in providing its service to its members and citizens of the town. In final, I would ask that this budget also be shared with various stakeholders that we are aligned with or we work with. For example, regional government as well as the business community, so that they can also play their part in enhancing the outlook of New Amsterdam. So with these final words, I would like to thank the Treasury Department. I would like to thank the entire staff of the municipality of New Amsterdam. I would like to say special thanks to the residents who continue to shoulder the burden of the town. Paying your taxes on a yearly basis is what would have helped us to achieve 47% in terms of our revenue collection in 2024. So special thanks to the ordinary people who continue to shoulder the burden of our town. We look forward in serving you in 2025 by doing much more so that you, the residents of New Amsterdam, can benefit from the municipality that you put in place to serve you.